and welcome back to Watch Talk Across the Pond. I'm one of your hosts, Bill, and I'm here with my co-host, Dean.
Hi, Bill. Yeah, great to be back. I can't believe it. It's been, I think, a year since we did the last one. We did luxury
Seriously.
watches. So I know you've been busy doing lots and lots of other things, and yeah, so it's really good to be back. I mean, I think
Good to
today
see
we're
you.
going to have a little bit of a catch up. Probably look at one or two of our latest watches fairly quickly, and then we were going to have a look at the Amiga Swatch collaboration, the new Moonswatch, which is
The
kind of the thing
Moonswatch.
out there at the minute. And yeah, that's the plan. So yeah, the what do you got on the wrist, Bill? Let's start with that one.
I've got a newer piece. I don't think I've shown you this. It is my Tag Heuer Lynx.
Oh wow, I like Tag. So tell me a bit about this then. What is it? I like
So it's
bracelets, amazing.
yeah, so it's stainless steel. It's automatic.
Mm,
It's a chronograph
wow,
with a date.
I like that.
Yeah,
I
it's,
really like that. Can you
it's really
shine not
nice.
shine a light? Can you get a bit of
Yeah, let
light
me
on the
let me get a light on it.
dial? Yeah. Oh, I do like that.
Let me.
Mm. I don't understand why people don't like Tag. They're great watches. Oh yeah, really like that. Really like that. Yeah,
It
yeah.
like glistens as you can tell.
What size is it, Bill? It looks fair. It looks quite sizable.
It's a 41.
Oh, is it? Wow, it looks bigger than that. That's
Yeah,
that's a
I'll
good
show you on the
size.
wrist.
That's a good size. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I think that bracelet looks really, really good. Yeah, excellent. Yeah,
That's
that's
not a bad looking watch.
I like that. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, nice one. I really like the brand, and no idea why people. I think a lot of people jump on the same bandwagon though. There's a few. There's I think everyone's against Richard Mill now.
I think the reason why people don't like Tag is because they're usually quartz. You know,
They do quite,
you're
and
paying
they were
thousands of
quite
dollars
expensive quartz as
for
well, weren't
yeah
they? Yeah.
quartz. Exactly.
Mm,
This one's automatic. I wouldn't buy a Tag if it was quartz. You know, like I wouldn't
mm.
really want a quartz tag.
Yeah, there's two or three brands that everyone loves to hate, and yet just makes me wonder how many people that
Hublot.
have Hublot. That's the other one. How many people that hate Hublot have actually even seen a Hublot watching the metal? You know what I mean?
Uh, Almost zero. Although I
Yeah.
did see they're really nice looking. I saw one on a
I,
cruise the other like 2 weeks ago.
mm.
They're wicked nice looking.
I think they do some really, really good watches. I mean, some of them might be a little bit potentially overpriced, but I think a lot of them seem really interesting. There's some quite good collaborations with different people and all sorts of things. So,
They
yeah,
are.
absolutely crazy.
I
So,
just think their value. That's another thing that they lose value when you buy them.
yeah, that's you need to be a little bit careful with that. That's the only problem with these sort of brands
Hmm.
like that, and it's always difficult because the likes of Rolex, everyone likes Rolex because it's the hype, the media. I've got and the fact they do go up, the fact they do go up is a good thing in many ways because
It's genius,
it makes sense
because
to buy a Rolex. So
the gray
yeah,
market is more expensive than the watch itself, than the MSRP.
yeah.
You know?
So I was going to show you my latest. It's
Yeah, let's
the
see your latest.
it's the I'll show you it on the wrist if I can. It's always a bit awkward, isn't it? There we go. I don't know if you can see that.
I can't take it off. I can't see 1 second.
Okay, yeah, it's the Seiko. Well, I like the Seiko Alpinist. I've got the Saab 017. This is the I don't know if it's doing much justice in this light. This is the Ginza. This is the Alpinist Ginza.
Oh, I want to see the dial. Must be so nice on that.
It is, but it's just not doing
Oh,
much justice in the light. Let me just turn that light around, see if I can. It's just not going to happen, is it, on this camera? Is that better? It's not
a
going to
little
happen, is
bit.
it? It's not really going to
Is it
happen.
secondhand blue?
Yeah, the second hand is that sort of it's a sort of blue with a touch of green in, like sky blue with a touch of green in,
Oh my God, it must be beautiful.
and there is a Japanese word for it. And I should have written it down. I don't know it, but the reason it's that color is because obviously the theme of the watch is this Ginza area of Tokyo, that's was an area where it's a lot of nightlife, and it's vibrant sort of area. And
Mm.
the that second hand is the color that the geishas used to wear. It was very in that area. It's a
Oh,
very, very popular color, and it has got a
wow.
name. They actually give it a name because of that particular area. And the pattern on the dial, you may well know, is the slabs on some of the streets, the pavements. Um, it's the pattern, and the light catches the slabs, the sunburst, in two different directions. So
Oh,
if
wow.
and the old thing is sunburst as well, so that it looks just like the street. Some are light and some are darker,
Wow.
and it's got this amazing pattern which sort of almost goes from the center. It almost a bit like a sort of almost spider webby thing, I suppose. That's what it
That's
reminds
so
me of. I
cool.
don't think anyone said that. To me, I keep thinking spider web, but and it's quite nice. It changes color in the different lights. It can go from very
Mm.
light bluey gray to quite dark, and it can go from not really seeing the gins, the slab pattern, to the light really catching it and really, really showing its pattern off.
Wow.
It's one of them. So yeah, I really like it. It sort of came out last October, November, sold out really quickly. Well, to be honest, I didn't like it from the photos,
Mm.
and I didn't really watching much videos and things. And then a few weeks ago, I saw a video on it, and I don't know. I thought, do you know what? And I was looking at some of the newer ones, like the Deep Lake, which is the latest version, blue with stripes and things. That's almost
Hmm.
replacing this because it's all sold out.
Oh, they're
And
sold out?
they're completely sold out, and they've gone up. They're now on Chrono 24 and eBay for quite almost double of retail price. So it's limited to 3,500. So it's
Hmm.
limited edition. And so I was going on this website. I was going to buy the Deep Lake, which is a sort of not the limited version, but like the closest you can get to this Ginza one. And I just happened to see they'd got the Ginza, and I thought, I think that must just be like an old web page. And I thought, I'll click the link anyway. And to cut a long story short, it was on there, and
Wow.
they got my delivery dates wrong. So I phoned this online authorized dealer the next day, so about the delivery dates. And the chap said to me, he says, "You're really lucky. You beat about 5 other people." So I think they must have literally just put it on. For some reason, they
Wow.
must have just had this one, or they've missed it or whatever. They've just put it on. And when I went on, and there was other people as well seen it, and I just beat him apparently. And
You got lucky.
I can't believe it. I just could not believe it just wasn't possible to get on retail. They'd all sold out. I'm guessing by the end of last year. Um, so I sized it yesterday, and I've been out walking. Did a 10-mile walk today, and first time I've worn it, and I took quite a few photos, and I've actually just put 4 on Instagram, and it's all looks different. All 4 look different with the different light, the way it catches it. But absolutely, yeah, absolutely, really so pleased with it, and so pleased I've got
Good.
it. Um,
Good. I'm glad.
the other watch I was going to show you was the watch before that I got was this Boulder Odyssey,
Mm.
and this is 45.5 mil, 16, I think 15.2 thickness, but
Wow.
it wears so well. It sounds so, and the bracelet and everything on it is absolutely. I mean, I can't again. Just look how that wears.
Jeez.
It just wears so well. And
What's the dial?
the dial is meteorite. It's actually
Oh, wow.
meteorite, and meteorite is silver. And what they've done, it's got like a grey. So what they've done is darken the meteorite. So it's just really special. It's got a helium escape valve, but the bracelet is by far the best bracelet I've ever had on a watch. The bracelet is
Really?
it's quite chunky. It just moves so well, and the links as you move your wrist, it's just a light catcher. It's what I'd guess on, I mean, I tend to buy watches under £1,000, but perhaps if I bought a watch, £2,000 or £3,000, I'm guessing it would have it would have a bracelet that sort of quality on it. It's really hard to hold it up on the camera on this one, but that bracelet is absolutely, it just
that's
catches
solid.
the light. And it honestly, that the watch is just so good. So quite lucky, really pleased with the watches I've got. I actually sold a couple of watches. I sold one you like, my Seiko Samurai Paddy.
Oh no!
I sold that I think that went about two and a half weeks ago.
Why'd you sell it?
Well, just to make some money for these watches and things. And I don't like to have too many watches. I can't. I don't like to have more than say about 10 watches because it's just too many. And I don't like the idea of just building up watches, and I like to sell some off so I've got money so I can buy new ones. And I sold the Nodus Trieste as well, which went a few days ago.
Wow.
So two divers, because I bought another, but I bought two Boulder divers recently, and so it kind of makes sense to sell a couple of diver watches off.
Yeah, that makes sense. So. Yeah. What was I going to say? Okay, out of those two, which one's your favorite?
Oh, have you just closed the window? We've got some very noisy children across the road. Just hang on a minute.
It's all good, buddy.
I don't know if it's picking up on mic, just very bad timing. It's normally really quiet around here. It's hard to say. Well, it's really hard to say. They're both about the same price. They're a bit chalk and cheese. One's a very big diver. One is a sort of field watch stroke dress watch. So the Ginza is a bit like Seiko's answer to the Explorer, to Rolex Explorer. Is sort of having the numbers. It's got the sort of those pointy bits are supposed to be like mountains. So it's very much similar sizes and dimensions and things to Rolex Explorer. And the other is just a big diver watch. So it's very difficult to compare the two. I think if I could only keep one watch in my collection, and I bear in mind I've only literally worn it for the first time properly today, so my honeymoon period, I probably would keep that because to me it's 200 meters water resistant. It can be used as a dress watch, field watch, but you can take it in water. So for me, I just wanted something that I could, kind of wear again, go anywhere, do anything, Garda watch. And I think that really fits it. And I just like the idea. It's a bit different. It's got a really nice dial and it's limited and it's sold. The fact it's sold out, I think I quite like. People can't buy it now. And, it's not, I'm not going to see too many people with the same watch. Because one thing I don't like is lots of people with the same watch, which I think leads me on to one problem potentially with the Omega Swatch collaboration. It could well be that, they're going to make thousands, if not millions of them, and everyone's going to have the same, I know there's 11 variations, might have the same watch. So yeah, I mean, going on to the Omega Swatch, what are your thoughts on it, Bill? What's your thoughts on the Omega Swatch collaboration?
I love it, but it also completely, I think in my opinion, devalues the Omega Speedmaster. Think about it. It's all like basically a clone of. If you can get a Speedmaster for $250, you know what I'm saying? I get it's a completely different watch and different movement. But
it is very different.
It looks the exact same,
But looks, I mean, it's like what's inside. It's just got the quartz movement on that one. It probably is worth £1. It's when I looked at one the other day, it was, it's got a second hand for the time, which is tick, 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 tick on the sub dial.
I get that, but like, it's what's it called? It's a pretty much a clone because it says Omega boldly. The Swatch part is very small on the dial.
I mean, when they ran the somebody the other day actually started the chronograph, and because a lot of these quartz chronographs are like mecha quartz, where the second hand is smooth, or like the Belova Moonwatch, which has got is a very high beat. So again, the it's got a nice sweeping second hand because I used to have that watch. That's another Moonwatch.
Mm-hmm.
So like the ones I've had, the quartz ones have been like Mecha Quartz or like the
Yeah,
Blue one, but
me too.
this was like or automatic. I've got an automatic chronograph, but this was like you know on the going around the big dial for the chronograph. The second hand was just tick, tick, tick,
No
tick.
way.
I looked dreadful. It just,
Oh,
I know it might sound a bit snobbish, but it just looked so bad. And
would you
you
get
know,
it?
it's very cheaply it's very cheaply manufactured. It's cheap materials. It's got cheap movement.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, for not much money, you're getting, you are getting something that looks like the real deal.
That's what
I
I'm
actually
saying.
think probably different to you. I think in particular, a lot of younger people will want one of these watches. And
Mm-hmm.
again, I think that will be a starting point, like a sort of placeholder or substitute. And I think
Yep.
in time they'll be like, oh, I'm really enjoying this watch, but I'm really I aspire to get the real thing. So I think it will
Mm.
just bring lots of new people in. And I think also it's just been, because it's just hyped and been in the media, some people all them people in the queue, some of them probably wasn't even aware of the Amiga Moonwatch. And, so you've got more people now. Everyone knows all the Rolex watches, but Amiga isn't quite as well known. So I think as far as people potentially who would want to buy one, I think it's setting up more people. Whether it's damaged Amiga and the Moonwatch, I don't know. Maybe it has.
No. What? You think it's damaged the Omega name? Yes.
Yeah. So
I
so
think
go on.
so.
So why do you think that?
I think because it's sort of the same reason why, like Seiko, Grand Seiko. It's like if you can
Mm,
make that so mass
mm,
produced or readily
mm,
available, then
mm.
of course your value goes down. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's just supply and demand.
Well, I think they can manufacture these watches for next to nothing, and I
Mm-hmm.
can imagine they'll get the production line going, and
Mm-hmm.
they'll these bits of plastic they'll just mold them, they'll stick the quartz in, give it a little quick test, and they'll be able to produce thousands and thousands, and everyone's going to be able to get one.
Yep.
And so I certainly think
It
that
loses the
the
value of the name.
yeah. So I don't know. It's hard to say what it's done for Amiga. I'm not convinced it'll do too much harm in the sense it's a very different watch for different sort of people. But it's surprising how many people have got the Moonwatch. Certainly, people from watch channels on YouTube that have got a Moonwatch, and they also want one of these. I'm not sure I understand that in some ways. If you had a Moonwatch, would you want one?
You can knock it around, I guess. Yeah, if I had the,
Mm,
why wouldn't
mm.
you want? I kind of want one now. I think it's
So,
kind of
so you
cool.
do want one.
Yeah,
I
I
keep
definitely want one.
I keep going through phases. Part of me feels like, it's got a cheap movement. It's only 30-meter water resistance, and I do a lot of water stuff. And I thought maybe it'll be a good watch for on the beach or on the water, but it's only 30-meter water resistance. It's not even very good for that.
Hmm.
But I don't know. I haven't actually got a like racing style watch,
You
which I
don't?
think I think the Moon Watch is an actual car racing watch, isn't it, as well?
I
And
don't know about that.
I thought, yeah, I think that's what it really is. I think that's what it was. But then they used it for the moon. But I think it was a car racing watch, and I think I could. So if I went, because I don't like any of the other colours, to be honest. They all just look like Swatch cheap tacky watches. But if I get one, I'd probably get the Moon Watch. And then what I'd do is put like a leather with like holes in like a racing style leather
Ooh.
watch strap on it.
Uh-huh.
And then I'd have that as my racing chronograph style watch,
Why wouldn't you get the one that looks like a racer? There's one that looks exactly like a racer. Let me pull it up 1 second.
Yeah, you tell me which it is.
There's one that I think it's Mercury, the one with the red.
Mm.
Um,
Oh,
Moon.
that seems to be quite popular. I think that's very moon themed. It's got like little rockets, hasn't it? Some of the hands on the subdials are like little rockets.
Yeah, Yeah, the red one seems so racy. I mean, like racy.
Do you
I
think that
mean,
is?
like
Yeah.
it looks like racers. Or no, wait, it's not
Mm.
the. I gotta figure out which one it is. One second.
Mm.
It's
I think with the black one though, it'll kind of. I like the idea of having brown strap, like a brown racing style leather strap. And I think traditionally a lot of those sort of watches are black.
Mission to Pluto. Yeah, Mission to Pluto one is
Oh,
the
show me
best
that. Is
one
that
for a
grey?
racing.
Is it grey?
It's yeah, it's a gray watch with a
Mm,
red dial and like almost like a. Here, let me
mm.
share my screen. One second.
Yeah, sure. Sure, be
Oh,
interested to see
disabled.
that
It's
one.
disabled. Um,
Mm. Oh, have I got enable? Sorry, that's on me, isn't
yeah,
it?
you gotta enable it. It's
I
all good,
don't
buddy.
quite remember how to enable. I have to go here, won't I?
It's you go to settings.
Uh, not quite sure where settings are.
So see where it says share screen?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah.
There's a
Share
little
screen.
arrow.
Yeah. Um, multiple can share. Yeah. There you go. You
There
can
we go.
share. Mm,
This one is definitely a race watch.
mm. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Mm.
It's like a red panda almost.
Yeah. Well, I also I kind of that's my other favorite. Probably if I had another favorite, it'd be that one. Just put that one
Neptune?
back. Put that one back on again. That one you just had.
Oh, this one?
Yeah. I think isn't that similar to the was it something like the 50th anniversary one that was sort of gold, and then add that same color, red bezel, and maybe subdials.
I don't know about that, but imagine
I
that on
think
like
it
a race
was.
strap.
I think that's why they've made it that color. I think it was a lot of goldy and that sort of red. And that, do you know what, Bill?
Uh-huh.
That the Amiga, the actual proper Amiga watch, which looks like that, is absolutely lovely. It's sold out really quick, and they went up in value quite a lot. But if you just look it up, it seriously is a really good watch. And a few people have said, not many, have actually sort of realised that one. I think it was the 50th anniversary one that came out. Um, when was the 50th anniversary? Was it last year or the year before? It's 2021. 2020.
I see what you're saying. This one right here.
That one. Yeah, bring that up again.
Oops.
Oh, it hasn't got the red subdials, has it? But it's got
No,
now
but
look
it's
at that.
very
It's the
close.
colour. It's the colour and it's got the outside, hasn't it? But it hasn't got the red
Yeah,
subdials.
that's nice. That's really nice.
That is
Ooh.
a beautiful watch.
Ooh.
So, in fact, if they hadn't coloured them subdials, yeah, if they'd not done them subdials, it would be that watch, wouldn't it?
It would be.
I thought it was different somehow. It's got the red subdials. If only they didn't put the red subdials on.
I like the red subtitles. I think subtitles make it
Mm,
look like if you put a race strap on it, like a leather race strap with
yeah.
red stitching and a
Mm,
circles, that would be
mm.
nice.
So that's Mission to Pluto. Yeah, that I agree with you, Bill. That would work actually.
Cause look at
That,
the black one. Here's the regular one, right?
mm,
That would be cool for
mm.
racing, but it just doesn't have like a racing feel to me.
Yeah,
I even like
yeah.
this one, Mission to Earth with the
I don't like
with
that one.
mint. It's kind of
Yeah,
odd, you know. I like it.
yeah, yeah. I think the pink one for ladies could be quite nice, and the yellow one, and the
Yep.
Tiffany blue one. I think those three they should have done in smaller size. Should have done in
No,
38 or
the blue
something.
one's a man's watch. Look up to
Is
Tiffany
it?
blue one is so cool.
Oh, you like that? Yeah.
That's the one I would get.
I saw someone was wearing it the other day, and there was lots of comments about how it just looks really cheap and tacky, and I'm not sure. Yeah, one minute I like it, and then I don't. If you know what I mean.
I just
I
think
mean,
it's so funky.
it'd make a great summer watch. It'd make a great beach watch, but it hasn't got the
I'm
water resistance,
saying.
has it?
I'd still dip it in the water. Who cares?
Or you'd lose it, mate. You lose it.
No, it'd be
Don't.
fine.
Mm.
They always say that. It'll be fine.
What did you think of all these queues? Would you have queued up if you had the chance?
So I was thinking about it, right? And then I was
Yeah,
like, nah, I'm gonna wait in line in New York City. That sounds
yeah,
miserable. So I
yeah,
didn't, because I had to go to New York City to go. There's no one near me.
yeah. I mean, I think it was because Caroline was away. Otherwise, would have might have done a London weekend. So I was originally going to
Hmm.
go down. I was thinking of queuing up, but to be honest, we probably would have gone Saturday morning, and then we'd have got there. There would have been about 1,000 people in each queue, and then in the end, in the London ones, they closed the shop for safety. So apparently, I think there was some people towards the front of the queue. People they'd been threatened with violence and knives and things. So I think what
Jeez.
it was, I think some of the sort of scummy um, you know criminal types had I'd worked out that you could go in and buy these £200, and you could potentially sell them on eBay for 3 or 4 times that price. So I think they were phoning all the mates up and all, and they were just trying to get in the front of the queue. And
I should have went. We could have had so many subscribers. Think about it. The entire line would be people who like watches. We would be.
Yeah.
All you had to do was say, "Everyone subscribe to my channel."
Yeah. I'd have tried to get you some. I mean, as you know, I'm not too worried about subscribers to my channel. I make the videos more for me, and I only put one out every month or 2 months. But I could have tried to get you some subscribers, to be honest, Bill.
It's all good.
If I'd gone, but it was the wrong weekend for me. But I'm glad now, because it would have just been a waste of time. I didn't realize it would be quite so many people, and there'll be problems and things.
When they're released on the internet, are you going to get them?
Well, it's a debate. I mean, sometimes I'm thinking no, because £207, it's just plastic and with a really crap movement and not very water resistant. And the other thing that puts me off, I don't necessarily like watches that lots and lots of people have got. So in many ways, no. But the other side of the coin is, maybe it'd just be good to have one in the collection. I'd quite like to. It'd be good if all the Swatch stores just had a set that you could go and have a look at. I'd like to go and have a look at them, and then maybe buy online. Buy from them there. They're get one ordered, whatever. I'm a bit 50-50. Like I say, I've got a bit of a vibe. Just get one as put a nice leather strap on, have it as a bit of a racing style, but then. I think that there's going to be thousands and thousands. Everyone's going to have one. That it puts me off having one. It's just like a lot of watches. I quite like watches like, I don't know, like the Black Bay 58. There's a Seiko dive watch that the 1100 that everyone likes. But the fact that everyone's got one, and you go on Instagram and every other photo, is a Black Bay 58, it kind of puts me off having one. It's like, well,
I feel you.
Everyone's got one. Why have one of them? I just want something a little bit different. So
it's unique.
So I don't know. I think when it comes to it, I probably won't. But don't quote me on that, because I might sort of you might see picture on Instagram in a few weeks' time.
I hope you get a Black Bay.
I've got a Moonswatch, but I probably won't, if you know what I mean. But yeah, so you're going to get one. So which are you getting? You're getting Mission to Uranus. Don't laugh. And what's the other one you're getting?
I never heard
it. That's schoolboy humor.
I'm not going to tell. I won't tell anyone what the name of the watch is.
No, just don't. And are you going to get the one with the red subdials? What's the other one you get in?
I'm only going to get one.
You're going to get one. Are you going to get the Tiffany blue one?
Of course. I think it's like the most crazy looking watch I've ever seen.
I 1 minute I like it and 1 minute I don't, if you know what I mean. I think I'd have to take the band off. Having the white band wouldn't quite work for me. But then I don't know what you replace it with, because it's got a white bezel.
Yeah, so you can't do black.
So what color strap could you wear with it?
I think I'm just going to keep the white strap. Maybe just get a white NATO. You could do so many different things,
You might have to change it, because I think those straps, they look really odd. They seem to stick out. It's got like a short piece that you pull it through, and that piece almost comes out sideways. And
I kind of like that.
Yeah, you like that. Yeah,
I think it looks funky. Yeah, it's unique.
I'd probably take that off and keep it, just as a bit of momentum thing with what's it's got a bit too much writing on as well. It's just like Swatch Amiga all over it. It's a bit too. But I'd probably keep that if I did get one, which is doubtful.
Keep it and give it to your kids.
I'd kind of, because I want to put maybe a racing style strap on, which I've probably got one or two of. I'd be very tempted to go for the, like I say, the black one. Maybe that red one. I think it'd probably be too much effort to find it, but I've got a dark blue racing style strap.
Okay.
So I think it's worth. I'll find it. See what you think this will go with. Again, you'll probably think the only one it's going to go with is the black. See if I can find it. But I've probably got a brown one somewhere, though. I might have sold me brown one. I did have a few races because over the years there's been one or two. Oh, here we go. Look.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I was
What,
thinking the big holes though. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah. What would that
Yeah.
go with, do you think?
That would definitely go with the probably the black one or
Hmm.
the red one maybe.
But I think, what go the black one is a brown one. I think I had a really nice brown one and
Hmm.
it just wasn't getting used. It might be in here somewhere. It wasn't getting used. And in the end, I think I sold it. And then I kind of regretted it. And it's almost, and the reason I've not got a racing style watch is, I think, because in the end, for some reason, I sold it. I think the reason I
Mm.
sold it is probably sold it with a watch. It probably made sense with some sort of watch that I got. I didn't want any longer. And I thought,
Yeah.
well, I really like this brown one, but at the same time, I want to get a bit of money and sell this watch. So I just let it go.
I'm
But
having a hard time selling my watches. I'm trying to sell the tag, believe it or not, the tag and the Zenith.
that new tag,
Hmm.
oh, wow. And the
Just doesn't get
Zenith.
wrist time.
The Zenith doesn't. Oh, wow. Brilliant brand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Having a hard
Um,
time.
I sell mine. I don't buy from eBay, but I do sell on
Mm.
eBay. I think
You do?
I personally think things go. People pay too much on eBay, so to buy, I wouldn't buy something because I'm paying more. I feel like I'm paying too much to buy something off eBay,
Yeah.
but then that works as a seller. So I sell on eBay, and
Hmm.
there's the odd forum I sell on, but mainly eBay these days.
I'll do eBay probably. I should try that. Yeah.
So I think eBay is very good for selling. I think the other one is it Chrono24 is like the eBay for watches.
Yeah, but that one, it's just gonna sit up there, you know.
Hmm.
Oh man, all right, Dean. It's been great, buddy. I gotta go and get some lunch because I'm about to fall asleep from starvation.